Good morning, or good afternoon if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. My name is Janet, and I'm your prayer chaplain for this morning's meditation. So if you feel so inclined, you take a deep breath in and out, just letting our bodies become comfortable. We just take a deep breath in one more time and out. And we relax and we open our hearts as we go into the quiet and the stillness of this infinite, loving presence. As we come gently out of the silence, and if you so choose, just to kind of wiggle your feet, your hand, move your body, and come back to this presence. God, we give thanks for this time of stillness and in gratitude of the good in our lives, there and always and infinite. We thank all of those who have gone before us and all of those who will go after us for this wonderful opportunity to be together as we give thanks for this infinite presence of love in our lives. And so it is. Amen. Off the printer. Thank you.
Spent my whole life searching for a shelter for my soul, an understanding of the greater plan. In these walls I've seen the light of love pure and divine, helps me remember who I really am. In every face it's clear, we're all God's children here, and it feels like home, it feels like home. I finally found a place where I belong. It feels like home, it feels like home. A family that I can call my own. It feels like home. It's a place to share your burdens, safe to shed a tear, say a prayer and raise your voice in song, where every heart is honored and every path is too, and no one's here to judge you right or wrong. And there's no shame, no sin in this place where love begins, and it feels like home, feels like home. Finally found a place where I belong. Feels like home, feels like home. A family that I can call my own. Feels like home, it feels like home. Finally found a place where I belong. Feels like home, it feels like home. A family that I can call my own. It feels like home.
We're here. And we're here to remember. Aha. You know, when the internet started, I tried to get Rabbi Ted as rabbited.com, and that domain was owned by a pet food company. And the pet food company went out of business, so actually now it's me. Okay, you could take that off now. I mean, the truth of the matter is that often if I give that over the phone or something, that email address, with the rabbi, people on the other end of the line had never heard the word rabbi. So I do give it as Rabbit Ed. When I left my congregation, I started doing programs on my own, and I called it Rabbi Ted Unplugged. And I went for the last several years in a way not doing public programs. And when I've come back to share with you an incredible moment like this, I now call myself Rabbi Ted Untucked. I just figured at this age, I don't have to tuck in anymore. Like, who cares? I'm delighted to be with you. It's a privilege. I'm delighted to work with Amanda. There you are. I'm delighted to be working with Elizabeth. And I'm delighted to be here with each and every one of you. I'm delighted to be here with those who are joining us online. Do we have names? We must have more than, if there are 11 people watching on, they don't put their names? Well, I know there's Barbara and Ken. I know that even though their names aren't up there, because that's my sister and brother-in-law. And they tend to come to see if I'm kind of saying things right. And I suspect that Shira is here, and Tammy in Olympia, and Ursula in Cocoa, Florida. And I don't know who else is here. But I know you're here. And I'd like you to imagine turning to the camera that's off to your left and just telling whoever is watching online, we're glad you're here. This is a great place to be. And we welcome you with open hearts. Thank you. Now, I'd like to invite you to be here. And one of the ways of allowing ourselves to be here is to share some, bless you. I once was talking in a Unity Church on the south of Seattle, and in the middle of the talk, somebody sneezed. And I said, bless you. And people thought I was done with my talk, and they started applauding. And I had to decide, I would like to invite you to share these words if they fit for you. I am exactly where I want to be. I mean, you ever think about that? Of course you are. I mean, unless you're here under coercion of some kind. I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing. You could just hold on to these phrases. You could use them anytime. I'm with exactly the people I want to be with. And I am exactly the one I want to be. And here's the whole task or invitation that I would welcome you into on this Sunday. And the task is the most challenging and difficult of all and the most simple. And the challenge is to be here. To be here. And to allow ourselves to be aware. Because most of the time we're dancing into a stream of thoughts somewhere in the future or somewhere in the past. And our challenge always is to be here. Because here is a surprisingly wonderful place to be. God bless you. I'm done. I seldom use notes, but I'm sharing aspects of the service that I've actually never shared before, and I got to write them down. Like the central mission and vision of this community. Practical spirituality, welcoming community. I knew that. And our value statement. I understand that there are 7 values in particular that kind of frame the vision and the mission of this congregation. So I'd like to know which you'd like to have read. You could have any number between 1 and 7. Three it is. We teach the unity of all life. That's not it. We teach this is a value statement. We teach the unity of all life, transcendent of culture, era, or religion, or lack thereof. So you never know who's going to be up here. Will it be a minister? Will it be a rabbi? Or will it be somebody else? Because we're all sharing the blessing of a common journey. And we're all seeking to remember that which we always share. And what we share is a presence that we are. What we share is the fullness of being that we are. Now the invocation and vision. And please join me. Though imaged and named variously, there is a singular and eternal ground of being from which all life emanates and into which all life retreats. We choose to call this ground of being God. By extension, we come to understand that we are spiritual in nature, human in expression, and limitless in potential. We gather today to remember such truths, to celebrate our unity, and to honor all life. Thank you. We take a moment to welcome anybody who is here for the first time. You probably, if you are here for the first time, you probably didn't get a warning of who would be leading the service. If there's anybody who is here for the first time and they'd like to identify themselves as such, you can do so by raising a hand, and there are Unity ambassadors who will find you and present you a gift of appreciation. Actually, it's a packet containing all the information in the universe. No, this church is very generous. Is anybody here for the first time? Oh boy. Okay. If you were, welcome. If you're here for the first time, here's the problem. The truth is, each and every one of us is here for the first time. You know that thing where you can't put your foot in the same river twice? You can't even put your foot in the same river once. Because as soon as you put it in, it's a different river. The now is always new. It's very, very difficult because most of the time we're not in the now. This now is this fullness of being, this fullness of presence. And each and every one of us is here for the first time. And we get to delight in seeing each other and in meeting each other and in celebrating being with each other. It's group song.
All right, and as you may have noticed in the last few weeks, the format has changed a little bit. We're kind of blending the sing-along and the meet and greet, so we're going to have the words up on the screen, and so feel free to sing along for maybe like the first verse and chorus, and then I'll invite you to get up and mingle while I sing the rest of it. You are sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love is all that you are. Show the way, God, show the way. I wanna live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I wanna live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. And now feel free to keep singing or get up and mingle. You are blessed peace is all that you are. You are blessed peace is all that you are. Show the way, God, show the way. I wanna live in such a holy place. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I wanna live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. You are deepest joy is all that you are. You are deepest joy, deepest joy. It's all that you are. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. You are sacred love, sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love, sacred love is all that you are.
Thank you, Amanda. Apparently you all have this confused with a cocktail party. All righty. Put down your drinks, sit down. I'm glad you're all so happy to see each other. I'm happy to see you. My name is Elizabeth Nachman. And good morning to all these beautiful souls, many of whom might be feeling a little sore today. We'll hear more about that later, but thank you for coming today and all your soreness. We appreciate that. I'm just here to bring a little more welcome and joy to your morning, although it's hard to follow that. I just said to Rabbit that I feel like I should be in the Poconos, you know? We'll be here all week, try the veal or something, I don't know. But anyway, we can never take our welcoming here for granted at UIL because it's where everything starts. And some of us may have felt the exact opposite growing up, either in our church, family churches, or even our communities more broadly. Here, we make space for everyone, regardless of age, race, sexual orientation, what kind of skivvies you wear. I'm going to get myself in trouble again if your socks match or you're not wearing socks, it's okay. Or whether you're a creamy or crunchy peanut butter kind of person, because that can start a war, you know. We recognize that the room actually doesn't even exist unless you're in it. So that's just how we roll at UIL. And I know also for me, some of you have heard this story, growing up, I was kind of an overweight sort of kid, and I always felt like there was something wrong with me. And I got the usual teasing, but so this incident, still traumatic to this day. Apparently somebody thought it would be really funny in 3rd grade to put a thumbtack on my chair to see if the fat girl could feel it. Well, yes, I did, and clearly this has stuck with me over the years. It's hard to exercise that kind of humiliation. I imagine some of you may have had similar experiences in your childhood, and they have a way of just getting in there and not leaving, right? But I can tell you that this is really the place to do that. No thumbtacks here, just hugs. Welcoming is a spiritual practice here of seeing the divine in every form, every face, and every story. You belong. You are enough. You are sacred. In a world that often divides, inclusion, the I word, yes, it reconnects. It heals the illusion of separation and reminds us that we are already one, just unique expressions of the same light. Here's what inclusion is not. Inclusion is not tolerance. It's not putting up with differences. It's celebrating them, knowing that each soul adds depth and color and dimension to the human tapestry. Finally, here's a little affirmation for what I'm talking about. I open my heart to the fullness of humanity. I make space for every voice, every story, every soul. In doing so, I make space for God. And with that, I'll turn it back over to the incredible Amanda.
Thanks. I'm going to sing a song for you today that's probably about 20 years old by an artist named Patty Griffin, who was really a great inspiration to me when I first started just playing and singing at the same time and writing my own songs. And it's a song that, so she's not like a unity songwriter, but this song has, as you may notice, like it has sort of like a denial and affirmation thing going on, sort of denying that any external circumstances can have power over us, and affirming that we are love, we are peace, we are kindness, and we can live from that place. So this is called No Bad News. Don't bring me bad news, no bad news. I don't need none of your bad news today. You're a sad little boy. Anyone can see you're just a sad little boy. That's why you're carrying on that way. Why don't you burn it all down, burn your own house down, burn your own house down, try to kill your own disease, and leave the rest of us, 'cause there's a lot of us, so leave the rest of us who wanna live in peace to live in peace. Strong, love her so slow. I'm gonna go way beyond the walls of this fortress, and we won't be afraid, we won't be afraid. Though the darkness may come our way, we won't be afraid to be alive anymore. We'll grow kindness in our hearts for all the strangers among us, till there are no strangers anymore. Don't bring me bad news, no bad news. I don't need none of your bad news today. You can't have my fear, I got nothing to lose. You can't have my fear, I'm not getting out of here alive anyway. And I don't need none of these things, I don't need none of these things I've been handed. And the bird of peace, she's flying over and coming in for landing. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, you're still here. So, some of you have seen that my general talking title and working title is Presencing with Rabbi Ted. And often people want to know what exactly that means. People know what presencing means. They don't know what Rabbi Ted means. So presencing means paying attention to what is calling in the moment, being present. So I'm challenged to take, when I say seriously, I don't mean seriously. I just mean to honor that which unfolds particularly unexpectedly. So to soothe my voice in preparation for talking, I took a cough drop. Only suddenly there were two things in my mouth, and I couldn't understand how that cough drop had split like that. So I checked, and it wasn't the cough drop. That was fine. It was a crown. Now, one might say this is totally extraneous to the moment. This has nothing to do with the moment. But everything has to do with the moment. So, in a lot of ways, this crown reminds me of the mask. It reminds me of the tooth was masked, and that was for its protection. Each and every one of us is masked, and we're masked for our protection. Because the one who creates the mask, the mask is our name, the mask is our act, the mask is who we have established ourselves to be in the world. And the mask is put there to protect what's inside. And the problem with masks is it also hides what's inside. So we get caught up in the externals. We get caught up in the externals of each other. We get caught up in the externals of ourselves. It's really an amazing trip. And if we take off the mask, we discover the essential truth of our being. And the essential truth of our being is simple. It's we are all one. And we have been conditioned by our culture, by our training, by our upbringing. We are conditioned to hide the one we are, even from ourselves. So one of the ways of discovering who we are is to kind of look at what we're carrying. I don't know how you are, but in a lot of ways I carry an intergenerational trauma. In a lot of ways I believe that all of us do. Today, in the Jewish calendar, is the saddest day of the year. Most Jewish holidays are, even the most serious, are really joyful times, except today. Today is identified by its date, Tisha B'Av. It means the 9th day of the Hebrew month of Av. And it's the day on which the very first temple in Jerusalem was destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 before the Common Era. Now, in a lot of ways, that doesn't mean so much to us, but I suppose it would be like feeling like all the governing structures, the places where we meet, the places that hold value, the symbol of the unity of a people get wiped out. And the population gets exiled to a territory that's not ours. In the year 70 of the Common Era, the second temple was destroyed on Tisha B'Av. The Crusades in the 11th century started on Tisha B'Av. The Jews got kicked out of England in the 11th century on Tisha B'Av. The Jews got kicked out of Spain in 1492 on Tisha B'Av. The last, there's an ongoing, but the last stand of the Warsaw Ghetto, the nascent rebellion against the Nazis, ended on Tisha B'Av. And all the occupants who were still alive were taken to the death camps and murdered. Each and every one of us in our own way carries residual energies. And they need to be recognized and they need to be honored, or else they will eat us up. Six days from now, in the Jewish calendar, is a holiday called Tu B'Av, which means the 15th day of the Hebrew month of Av, and it's a day of love. Because the way to deal ultimately with trauma, the way to deal with the residual and the intergenerational trauma that many of us carry is to open more fully to love. To love ourselves for everything that we're carrying and to love each other. And one of the problems with love is that we confuse romantic love, which is a true blessing, with universal love, unconditional love. The kind of love that opens to embrace beyond the apparent demonstrations of separation. Unconditional love defies our certainty of separation. Yesterday was Shabbat, the Sabbath. Obviously, the Jewish Sabbath starts Friday night and goes till Saturday night. And some Shabbats have a special name. And yesterday was called Shabbat Chazon, the Sabbath of vision. And traditionally, what's the vision? And the vision is that the third temple comes into existence, which is, in a lot of ways, which is expressed through daily worship prayers, daily consciousness of the observant, those who observe Jewish tradition. But most think that the third temple needs to be established in the state of Israel so that Jerusalem once again becomes the center. And I think that's extraordinarily limiting. I would like to tell you exactly where the third temple is built. And that is within each and every one of us. And it's the same temple. I don't care whether somebody is praying in Hebrew or praying in Arabic or praying in English, speaking in any language. There is a sanctuary that we carry with us all the time. We are living in a rocky time. We're living in a world that just practically demands us to be upset. I mean, we can defend our upset against, and it's interesting, it can even be amusing to notice that and to go, wait a minute. We can't get out of it that way. We can't heal it that way, whether it's healing within ourselves, healing it within each other, healing it within our communities, healing it within our country, healing it within our world. We can't get out of it that way. We can't fix it because it's already fixed. And we keep trying to do something in the external world before we do something in the inner world. We want someone else to fix things. I don't care whether it's a political party, I don't care, whatever the cause. If only they. Oh, we walk around with the answers within us all the time. And that's such a problem. How do we remember? How do we remember? At this age, many of us are kind of aware of infirmities in the body. I'm saying that gently. At our age, some of us are aware of infirmities in the mind. Forgetting to remember. And at our age, we are given the same opportunity, the exact same opportunity that we were given at each age. Because that which has the opportunity and that which is the third temple does not age. It doesn't age. So always the question is, okay, we can talk about that. We can agree on that, particularly at a place like Unity. How do we do it? How do we do it? How do we do it when we get upset? How do we do it when we get grabbed? How do we do it when we look in the mirror and go, who the hell is that? How do we do it when we're aware, wow, I'm really standing up? Well, the only place to do it is right here, and the only place to do it is right now. And the only way to do it, and don't trust anybody who says the only way, incidentally. Anyway, the only way to do it is with love. So what is it within you that needs love? What is the fear? What is the distress? What is the concern? What is the loss? What is the hope that needs love? What is the desire that just needs love, needs embrace? This is a weekend of vision, and this is a weekend of remembering, and this is a weekend that opens to a space of love. So I invite you, if you like, to take a gentle breath. And if your eyes want to close, that's okay. And if your eyes don't want to close, that's okay. Allow yourself to become aware of the thoughts in your mind. Oh, they're so tempting to follow, but I invite you to simply be aware. Notice you don't even choose the thoughts. The mind chooses the thoughts. You didn't know before that thought that you were going to think that thought. Because the mind is just doing what it does. And there's nothing you need to do about that. And you don't always have to pay attention to the mind. And whatever the body is doing right now is simply what the body's doing, and it's to be noticed. But there's nothing that needs to be done about it. Because you are the one who notices the thoughts. You are the one who notices the feelings, the sensations in the body. You are the ones who hears the sounds, the words. And there's nothing that needs to be done about any of that except noticing. And as you notice the sensations in the body, as you notice the thoughts in the mind, as you notice the sounds, allow yourself to become aware of the one who notices, who is holding all those thoughts? Who is holding all those sensations? Who is holding all those memories? Who is holding all those feelings? The one who is holding it all within you is the same one that has been holding it for you forever. It's the same one. There's nothing you need to do except allow yourself to remember that one knows itself as love. That one knows itself through peace. That one knows itself as compassion. That one knows itself as absolute safety. That one knows itself as absolute the peace you are, the love you are, the awareness you are expands from that space of being to hold all the thoughts, all the memories, all the sadness and all the joys, all the struggles, all the history. That one is sanctuary. That one is the sanctuary that is the essential identity that each and every one of us is. I am that. I am the one aware. I am the one in love. I am the one always in peace. And when I am, that vibration nourishes not only this individual life, but all life. Because that one knows all life is one. Whatever thoughts, celebrate them. Whatever feelings, simply hold them in that embrace of love. Nothing to fix, nothing to change. You already are the one you seek. You already are the love, the solution, the way. Take a deep and gentle breath. Put your arms around yourself. And love the one you hold. And when you're ready, hug yourself tighter. Let your eyes open. And let that awareness simply express to all the thoughts, to all the feelings, to all the memories, thank you. To the whole body, to the whole mind, thank you. And to the end of this meditation, thank you.
Thank you, Rabbit. That was awesome. Only Rabbi Ted could take losing a crown and turning it into a whole dog. That was brilliant. Thank you. So now is the time we like to give you the opportunity to give back to this amazing community. And of course, in the spirit of prosperity consciousness, I have, shockingly, a story to tell. And it may remind you, some of you, of a story that Reverend Edwin Gaines tells. She's a big prosperity teacher. She tells the story of her little brother and a pony, and mine is similar. When I was 11, like many 11-year-old girls, I wanted a horse more than anything in the world. It was a passion. I read all the books. I took lessons. I spent hours imagining what it would be like to groom my horse and feed my horse and ride my horse. But I didn't just imagine having the horse. I felt inside, I smelled, I heard, I touched what it would be like to have that experience of owning a horse with every fiber in my not very little 11-year-old body. You already heard about that. But sure enough, the year I turned 14, I had an opportunity to take a horse home from summer camp and keep him for 10 whole months, and then I saved up money after that and finally bought my own horse. And my dream came true. I had a horse. And so our dreams can come true as well, not just our personal dreams, but our dreams for our community as well. So I encourage you, when our ushers, who I think are the kids this morning, pass that basket, when it goes by, I want you to not just wave your hand over, but I want you to feel in your body what it's like to envision the future of this community. Really feel it and see how that might change things. So with that, I will ask you to join me in our affirmation, as it will appear on the screen. Thank you. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. In sweet surrender, in sweet surrender. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. In sweet surrender, in sweet surrender. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. sweet surrender.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, ushers. Still passing, but I think we can continue because we have a heck of a long list of announcements today, so buckle up. But first, please consider the offerings of Unity in Lynnwood's small group and interfaith ministries. As they're up on the screen, there are many of them. If you can't catch them all here, you can go to our website and check them out later. Join us today in Friendship Hall for our newcomers. Maybe there aren't any, but you're all newcomers, as Rabbi Ted said. And it is a special menu today of sloppy joes and tater tots. What's not to love? And I had an opportunity to sample the vegan sloppy joes, and they are quite good. Gail and team did an amazing job. So meet us over there after service. Okay, so what's coming up here? Wednesday, August 6th, Suzanne Geisman's Wolf's Message. Only a few tickets are left just for the second showing on August 6th. Don't miss your chance to be one of the first to enjoy the incredible true story of Michael Wolf Passakarnis as the documentary Wolf's Message. And teen night, woohoo! You want to say something about that, Stacy? Okay.
Teen night is going to be on Mukilteo Beach, and it's going to be so amazing. We just voted downstairs because so many teens had a different scheduling conflict. It will not be on August 7th. It will be Friday, August 8th, same time at Lighthouse Park in Mukilteo Beach. All teens are welcome. This is going to be just one big beach party. If you know teens, come on down or just come visit us. You're all invited. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Stacy, for that correction, because my notes say August 6th, so we would have been so wrong in so many ways. Okay. Sounds like a party. All right. And if you are like me and you can't seem to get enough of Rabbi Ted, join him for presencing Tuesdays in August. It will be August 12th and 19th this month at 7:30 p.m. Another interesting opportunity. Are you wanting to help Unity grow? We would love your support on our fundraising team. So please write Reverend Denise at minister@unityinlynnwood.org for more information. That is a really great group. Also related, let's grow together on August 13th at 1 p.m. Unity Worldwide Ministries is hosting this virtual event on abundance consciousness and fundraising. All are invited. Details are on our website. We'd love to see you there. Another event is Paul Selig on August 16th and 17th. Don't miss this rare opportunity to experience a transformational weekend with Paul Selig and his guides. Tickets are still available. Unlock your empathic gifts, release limiting patterns, and step into your divine purpose through powerful teachings and energetic alignment. Again, visit the website for more information. Finally, save the dates. Our annual picnic is Sunday, September 7th. And also make note of our 5-week prosperity class. There's a theme here, people. Wednesday, September 24th to October 22nd, 7 to 8:30 p.m. In person here and Zoom. Explore the 5 gifts that open the way to a truly abundant life. Lastly, I would like to invite Daniel Kalfas and John Brooks to the platform for some special announcements.
All right, Unity. Hey, let's take just a moment and express our appreciation to Elizabeth, Rabbi Ted, Cameron, Amanda for the great service today. So thank you, Elizabeth. So Unity, thank you. You showed up yesterday at our Hands-on Housing project. We brought love and light to the community. We had over 40 Unity members attend, as well as 20 neighbors join us throughout the day. I'm getting goosebumps on my arms. Let's give everybody that attended a round of applause and raise your hand if you did. Yep. We painted, we cleaned, we repaired, we planted, we had fun. As we kind of flip through a few of the slides here, you'll see more of this in a couple of weeks. The backyard was crazy. And if you look at what we created yesterday, just a phenomenal difference. They have a dog. They like to be able to get around, and that was a major change for them. And if we look at kind of some of their side yards, just the dramatic change. We did this all around the house, guys. It was just an amazing experience, piece by piece, hand by hand, just the group effort here. And then if we look at kind of the overall image of their house that we left them with. Again, 20 of their neighbors joined us. So when we talk about rippling through the community and having a positive effect, we are sending those love and ripples out. So I want to make sure we do express appreciation to our leadership team. That includes Walayn Sharples, Tim Vokes, Don Duran, Michael Smith, Ann Thurley as well, Gerard Rubinkowski, and specifically Don Macon, who provided the music yesterday. So let's give them a round of applause. And more to come. I'm going to introduce John Brooks. We've got a men's group offsite this fall. So, John? Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. Also, kudos for Hands on Housing to the folks that provided our porta potty. They are giving us a super discount on that. And also to John Previty, who lent us his truck and trailer, without which we could not have hauled off all of the stuff that we hauled off, which was a gigantic pile. You'll see some pictures of that coming up at another time. But we really did do a massive haul, both to the Pacific Topsoils for all the green and to the transfer station for all the junk. What do you call it? Junk. I'm happy to announce that our third men's retreat is going to be held the Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the weekend of September 20th. We are partnering with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living in Seattle. Daniel and I have been meeting with their leadership folks and putting that together. We have a presenter, facilitator, John Hallis, Reverend John Hallis, who's going to do that for us. We have a link up on the Unity in Lynnwood website for registrations. We're going to extend the early bird registration. It right now says the 12th. We're going to extend it to the 29th. So we'll make that update on the calendar page as well. We'll be having the usual kinds of fun that we had in the past and seriousness that we've had in the past. We usually start off with a fire and a bonfire. We have some teaching and talking sessions and breakout sessions. We have meals. It's going to be Camp Houston in Gold Bar, where we've had it twice before. We were going to have it the third year, and then COVID came and attendance was low, so we had to cancel that one. So we're very excited to get that back on the calendar, and there's a lot of enthusiasm with CSL and with us. So encourage all men to get out to that calendar page and sign up. Thank you.
I wasn't ready. We have a statement of faith. Join me, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. The infinite, living, loving presence of God. It's really an incredible honor for me to share this morning with you. Where's Amanda? I'm grateful for Amanda and Elizabeth. Cameron, thank you. He had instructions that if I talk too long, he should turn off the microphone.
I didn't heed those instructions, and I never will.
At every service, there are prayer chaplains. And the prayer chaplains will welcome anybody who'd like to have a personal moment of prayer, either in celebration or for healing or simply for awakening. The prayer chaplains, could I ask them to stand? So they will be up here. The table at the back has all kinds of information. Will an ambassador be at the table? There's now an ambassador at the table. I knew that. Anybody online who would like a personal prayer can request one by emailing prayer@unityinlynnwood.org. And if you leave your phone number, somebody will get back to you. So it'll come across anonymously because you probably won't recognize the number, but it'll come across with a special vibration of caring and of love. Gratitude. That's actually where love goes. Gratitude for all that's brought us to this space and into this place. Gratitude for being in this place. Gratitude for being able to know the love we are. Gratitude for being gifted. Already coming with the third, the only true sanctuary that is us. Gratitude for being able to bring the energies of that sanctuary into the lives and the world we share. Gratitude for being in a totally natural way part of the healing that needs to be. So online or in physical presence, thank you for all that you bring. Thank you for all that you are. Thank you for all that you share.
So we'll end now, as we always do, with sung words of blessing. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on.
Thank you, everybody. Go into the miracle of this day with the miracle you are. Have a wonderful day.